Love Ki Ghanti 1. You Can't Decide When It Rings. Written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Chapter 12. A Crying Girl Among Smiling People. Raju, who was wandering in search of Anil Sir, finally found the real Anil Sir. Raju saluted him. He also blessed Raju and indicated, "I am busy. I will wait, sir." Saying this, Raju stood a little distance away from him and started looking at the view of the university. Don't know why, and how his eyes fell on Babita sitting a little distance away. Don't know why, Raju forgot everything and started looking at Babita. Perhaps the reason for this might have been Babita's crying. Raju had till now seen only young men and women full of zeal and enthusiasm on the university campus. Almost everyone was laughing. Those who were not laughing were smiling. At least Raju looked like that. But now his eyes were on a young woman who was crying while sitting in a pleasant place like a canteen. Maybe she also doesn't have money to eat like me. This was the first thought that came to Raju's mind after seeing the cute girl crying while sitting in the canteen. Hey, why are you concentrating on Papa G's words? The world is not as good as Papa G has seen it. How do these frogs in the well know what the ocean is? Didi. Crying Babita interrupted Shabnam and made it clear that she would not listen to anything against Papa E. Babita felt that her elder sister only found fault in everything that her parents did. No, sister, I am not insulting Papa G, I am just telling you the extent of his understanding. Saying this, Shabnam tried to hold her younger sister's hand and show that she does not hate her father. Shabnam realized that Babita did not want to listen to her words. He is intelligent but only to a small extent, and Mommy G, she has neither seen college nor seen the world. Hey, she never even went alone to buy vegetables. Why are you losing courage after listening to both of them? Saying all this, Shabnam tried to bring her younger sister out of the sadness arising from the nearby incident. The logic visible in Shabnam's words was very clear, hence a sensible girl like Babita could not ignore them. Seeing this, Shabnam felt relieved and also filled with enthusiasm. She started with full energy to show Babita the reality, which her parents had never seen. Gradually Shabnam's efforts bore fruit, and Babita wiped her tears. Raju, who was watching from a distance, was greatly relieved after seeing this. He felt that the rich girl sitting in front might have offered help to the poor girl, so she gathered courage and wiped her tears. When Babita started laughing after some time, Raju also started laughing. He connected with that unknown girl in the same way as millions of unknown people connect every day, without any concrete reason. Yes, that also happened due to sympathy. Shabnam's mission was completed. She did not allow her sister to suffer the same fate as her. Saying, "Let's go home." Shabnam got up and left. Babita also followed her Didi. Raju, who was watching from a distance, did not like Babita's departure. He wanted to stop her for a while. Why? Even he doesn't know. By saying, "Son, if you have seen the beauty, let us talk about work," Anil Sir made poor Raju feel like a vagabond. Unaware of Raju's real intentions, Anil Sir was convinced that, like thousands of other boys, Raju's only purpose in coming to the university was to loiter. Raju immediately started trying to clear Anil Sir's misunderstanding. On the other hand, Shabnam was very happy. On her way back, she was once again showing the university campus to her younger sister. Last time she was telling Babita with a sad mind that she would never get to see all this, whereas this time she was very happily telling her younger sister that she would get the pleasure of seeing all this. Suddenly the smile on Shabnam's lips disappeared after seeing a group coming from the front. A very handsome boy from that group was looking at her with sad eyes. Seeing that sad boy, his group also became sad. The next moment tears welled up in Shabnam's eyes, which she immediately hid. "Prashant, you should talk to her." As momentarily as Shabnam heard these words, she held Babita's hand and increased her speed, thinking that she would cross the group in a second. The male friends and female friends of the group encouraged a lot, but Prashant Sangal did not utter a single word. Shabnam quickly passed by Prashant. As momentarily as she passed, tears flowed from Prashant's eyes. Holding back her tears, Shabnam quickly crossed Prashant's group and moved towards the gate. Prashant's group felt that Shabnam wanted to go far away from them, but the reality was that Shabnam's conscience wanted the boy who was once her lover should forcefully stop Shabnam from going while asserting his rights. And hold her in his arms too. A few years ago, Shabnam Negi of the scheduled caste fell in love with Prashant Sangal of the Banya caste. The love between the two was still the same, yet both were helpless and dumb due to worldly affairs. Shabnam wanted to hug Prashant's chest and release all the tears that she had kept captive in her eyes for 3.5 years. Shabnam had not cried even once in 3.5 years. She knew that if she cried, her family would understand that she had made Shabnam feel guilty. Shabnam was sure that she had not committed any crime by falling in love. She believed that whatever she did out of love, it was her natural right to do it. The biggest problem of lovers is that they can remain strict in front of the world for years, but as momentarily as their loved one comes in front of them, their strictness disappears. Shabnam, who had left Prashant 200 meters behind, was in very bad condition. She also had a fear that she might go to Prashant. As shortly as Shabnam understood this feeling in her mind, she increased her speed. Within a short while, a boy named Fardeen from Prashant's group quickly came to them, and while talking on the phone, started walking along with Shabnam as fast as Shabnam was walking. "I am not angry with you. On the contrary, I remain angry at the fact that I was born in the wrong caste. If I had been born in your caste, I would have freed you from the captivity of your family long ago. Yes, don't worry. I will study hard and become an officer. Then I will come to marry you by right. Your family members will not be able to dissuade the officer boy. Don't worry about the rest," Fardeen said. Fardeen was speaking from his phone, after listening to whatever Prashant was saying to him from his phone. Although Fardeen was speaking exactly the same, there was a slight difference. This difference was only in the style of speaking. Prashant, standing alone at a distance, was crying and speaking while Fardeen was speaking enthusiastically. Prashant was speaking those things in his mind that he had wanted to say to Shabnam for a long time, while Fardeen was trying to convey his friend's message to his friend's lover. "Don't I am fine. You too be happy. If you remain happy, I will also get courage, I will get courage, I will get courage." Saying this, Prashant started crying bitterly. "Prashant, speak further, speak my friend, the gate has come, cry later, speak further now brother," Fardeen said softly. Then Fardeen turned around angrily, and realized Prashant's condition. "Should I tell you about the engagement? Tell me friend, the gate has come, tell me," Fardeen asked, looking at Prashant, and Prashant nodded yes. Fardeen became double excited with happiness. "And listen, no matter how many engagements your family arranges for you, I will not let any engagement turn into a marriage," Fardeen said this very happily. Shabnam, who was almost tearful, started laughing after hearing this. Till now she had doubts, but now she was convinced that all her engagements had been broken because of Prashant. A total of 6 engagements of Shabnam had been broken till now. The family members, with all their might, arranged 3 engagements for Shabnam in the first year, 2 engagements in the second year, and 1 engagement in the third year. Due to the demand for more dowries, all her engagements were broken one after the other. Her last engagement had broken off about 5 months ago. It was only then that Mommy G said all those things while beating Shabnam, due to which Babita came to know the real reason behind her Didi's leaving her studies. There was no new proposal in the last 5 months. Now, even if a new proposal had come, Shabnam did not need to worry because now she knew that Prashant would not let any proposal be fulfilled in any way. Shabnam quickly reached her destination, i.e. she reached the gate of the university. Shabnam had ordered her tears to stay at this destination. As momentarily as the destination was reached, the time limit for tears ended, and they rained down like a waterfall. Shabnam started crying laughing after crossing the university gate, and kept crying for a long time. A shocked Babita could not understand why her sister, who had given her courage, was crying. She was asking again and again, but no answer was coming from Shabnam. The young watchman standing at the gate also asked Shabnam the reason for her crying, but she did not say anything. After about 15 minutes, when Raju passed by the gate, he saw the same girl whom he had seen crying in the canteen. Immediately after seeing Babita, his eyes fell on Babita's friend. This one was crying inside, and the other one is crying outside. Saying this in his mind, Raju turned twice and looked towards the university as if he were asking the university, "Do you make the students cry?" The university did not respond, and the young watchman standing at the gate indicated with a shrug of his shoulders that he never knew what was happening here. Raju agreed with him with his eyes and moved ahead. Although he wanted to stay there to see Babita, a gentleman like him had no valid reason to stay there. His close friends had gone to fulfill his intoxication needs, so he too had to go back. Thinking about the two girls involuntarily, Raju went to the bus stop. After 10 minutes, Shabnam and Babita also came there. Shabnam's eyes were still moist. Raju was tense, thinking, "Why am I not feeling the same pain in this girl's cry as I felt in the cry of the girl next to her?" The bus arrived after some time. When all three boarded the bus, Raju was thrilled like a typical Bharatiya boy. For half an hour he looked at Babita from a distance, and in his thoughts he saw his 3 generations. Raju was about to name the 4th generation when the conductor called out the name of his stop. The driver applied a temporary brake and put a permanent brake on Raju's wishes. At least Raju thought that now he would never be able to see that girl again.